I'm Scott with Bill's Heating in Goshen. Pure, clean air in your home has never been more important. That's why we specialize in the latest clean air products like air scrubbers by Aris. We have units for your whole house, dorm rooms, and even mobile units for your car. Air scrubbers will sanitize surfaces and neutralize 99% of allergens, odors, and germs, even COVID-19. It's a great way to protect the health of your family, so make your appointment today. Call Bill's Heating at 533-2079.
Our Jordan Way was built on a partnership with our sales staff, and we enhance that partnership by making sure our people get paid the same whether our customer spends $4,000 or $40,000. It really doesn't matter. We take our time, we select the right vehicle, we're transparent with our numbers, and all the information needed for a customer to make an informed decision. That is critical to the Jordan Way success, and critical, we believe, to the people who buy a car in this market.
Experience the Jordan Way at Jordan Ford, Jordan Toyota, and Jordan Lexus.
Medicare benefits can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. Imagine being able to explore all your options. I work with many of the top nationally recognized carriers, and when we shop multiple carriers, you could save the right coverage at the right price. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule a free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
Football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
This is where you get every farm fresh ingredient in your favorite recipes. Where people are dedicated to making a difference. Where so many in our community first learn the value of a hard day's work. And where that first job can be the foundation to a successful career. This is where community happens, and we're proud to be a part of your neighborhood. This is your Martins. Count on us.
Just graduating high school and now wondering what's next? Ready to start making a difference? Now is your chance. The St. Joe County Police Department Correctional Officer's starting pay is $39,000. Working in the jail can teach you life skills that you can use as a correctional or police officer. Benefits include vacation, medical, dental, and vision. For more information, call Sergeant Cynthia Guest at 574-245-6263 or apply at sjcpd.org.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana is an Amish family-owned business that was started in 1989 by the Leroy Weaver family. The barns that once housed Holsteins are now quaint showrooms filled with heirloom hardwood furniture from the heart of Amish furniture country in Shipshewana. Weaver Furniture Sales offers a complete line of upholstered and solid wood handcrafted furniture, framed art, and accessories for your home. The principles that guide the Weaver's decisions include hard work, integrity, and honesty. Make the trip to Shipshewana to visit a quaint place in the country to relax and shop. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana.
We were here before the pandemic, creating healthy communities and leading the way to a healthier you. We are here during the pandemic, constantly adapting to the changing landscape and safely caring for our patients. And we will still be here when it's past, continuing to create healthy communities and providing the best-in-class, patient-centered care. This is the vision we live every day here at HealthLink.
It is the time of year for pumpkins, warm apple crisp, and hot chocolate. And as you are looking at Lancer Field in Lakeville, we've got one more treat for you tonight. A battle of 7-0 teams to decide who's in first in the Hoosier North, as the North Judson San Pierre Blue Jays visit the LaVille Lancers on this edition of the 46 Game of the Week. And how you doing, everybody? With the Hall of Famer Bo Hunt, it's Chuck Freeby. Great to have you with us for this battle of two teams ranked number 3, North Judson in 1A, LaVille in 2A. North Judson comes in, as we mentioned, 7-0. Brett Lambert's team has run roughshod over its opposition this year. But it's an interesting blend of not only senior talent, but a lot of underclassmen who have really helped out this team.
Yeah, when you look at a 1A school or even a 2A school, you have a lot of kids that have to step up that are underclassmen. They come in and they expect to play. They expect when they're in 7th and 8th grade, once they get to be freshmen and sophomores, that they're going to have a big role. When you have a smaller group, a smaller school, you're going to have kids that step up. But the senior leadership and the confidence that this team has, and the last 2 times they played this LaVille team they've won, they have a lot of confidence coming in this team.
And there is nothing small about the amount of contact there will be on the field tonight, according to Brett Lambert.
Just physicality. They're physical up front. I better say that differently. They're physical all over. All 11 guys in the field are physical, but we just got to match that. I know we can do that. And again, I just think this comes down to, who has the least amount of turnovers at the end of the night, and maybe who gets a break. And it could be a special teams, break here and there, but I think that's what's going to define this game.
LaVille brought back all 22 starters from a year ago, and they've got some goals in mind. The first one is to get their first Hoosier North Athletic Conference title. In fact, it's been a long time since LaVille has won a conference title, but they feel that they've got a group that's special this year.
Yeah, they definitely do. I think the biggest thing is with those seniors and those returning starters that they have and the commitment that they put in the offseason in the weight room. Just when they lost last year, they all got together as a group without the coaches, and they talked about, what are we going to do next year and how are we going to be committed to this team? And they put the work in because they not only wanted to have a successful season, they wanted to have a conference championship. And I talked about what a conference means with Will.
Well, it's a step towards sectional, and that's one thing that we always concentrate on. We want our kids really working hard to be playing our best at week 10. This is week 8, and getting a conference championship, I'll be lying if I told you it wasn't on our checklist.
We're pleased to add a third member to our team tonight, and that is longtime Michiana TV and radio personality Charlie Adams, who will be patrolling the sidelines for us. And Charlie, you and I have been doing this for a while, and I can tell you this, when a small school has a successful team, it really does seem to bring out a community spirit, doesn't it?
It is the lifeblood of the community, Chuck, and it's what they all talk about at the cafe tomorrow. And there'll be some Sunday school lessons delayed a little bit Sunday as the men folk go over the big plays. But it's the thing in small towns, and it just gets everybody excited, and everybody knows each other. And so that leads to a more passionate fan base often.
Well, these fans have been tailgating in these parking lots for a while, and for the LaVille faithful, they brought their fried chicken, their hot dogs, and their mashed potatoes, and their baked beans. But the very thought of losing to North Judson again gives them dyspepsia. We've got a lot to talk about on the St. Joe County Police Department pregame show with the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win, and it comes your way next on the 46 Game of the Week.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Football Game of the Week. Brought to you by Bill's Heating, Health Markets, Tony Letcher, St. Joseph County Police Department, Martin's Supermarkets, Interra Credit Union, HealthLink, Jordan Automotive Group, TCU, Electrical Workers, Crown Trophy, St. Andrews Products, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, and the IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Goshen. Pure, clean air in your home has never been more important. That's why we specialize in the latest clean air products like air scrubbers by Aris. We have units for your whole house, dorm rooms, and even mobile units for your car. Air scrubbers will sanitize surfaces and neutralize 99% of allergens, odors, and germs, even COVID-19. It's a great way to protect the health of your family, so make your appointment today. Call Bill's Heating at 533-2079.
Our Jordan Way was built on a partnership with our sales staff, and we enhance that partnership by making sure our people get paid the same whether a customer spends $4,000 or $40,000. It really doesn't matter. We take our time, we select the right vehicle, we're transparent with our numbers, and all the information needed for a customer to make an informed decision. That is critical to the Jordan Way success, and critical, we believe, to the people who buy a car in this market.
Experience the Jordan Way at Jordan Ford, Jordan Toyota, and Jordan Lexus.
Medicare benefits can be confusing, but they don't have to be. I'm Tony Letcher, licensed insurance agent. Imagine being able to explore all your options. I work with many of the top nationally recognized carriers, and when we shop multiple carriers, you could save. The right coverage at the right price. I don't want you to be my client today. I want you to be my client forever. Call Tony Letcher today to schedule a free consultation or visit tletcher.com.
This edition of the TV46 High School Football Game of the Week being brought to you by the Jordan Automotive Group. Simple, easy, stress-free. Welcome to the St. Joe County Police Department pregame show with the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win as we get you ready for unbeaten North Judson and unbeaten LaVille here at Lancer Field. Time now to look at our keys to win, and we'll start with the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays, who are led by senior running back and linebacker Cheyenne Allen. Allen, a dynamic player with 19 touchdowns this year, 14 of them rushing, 5 of them receiving. He is North Judson's all-time leading career rusher. And he'll get some help defensively from Quentin Frazier. The 5'11", 180-pound senior has 81 tackles this season, 18 of them behind the line of scrimmage. The keys to win for Brett Lambert's Blue Jays.
The keys to win tonight for the Blue Jays, they need to eliminate mistakes, not physical, that's the mental mistakes as well. Match their intensity. They know this is going to be a physical game. They got to match LaVille's intensity. And don't get caught up in the hype. There's a lot going on, a lot riding on this game, but don't get caught up and play your game.
Meanwhile, the LaVille Lancers, who will receive the opening kickoff down to our right, are led by their quarterback, Lucas Plummer. The 6'2", 180-pound junior has thrown for 679 yards, 13 touchdowns, just 1 interception, and he averages over 7 yards a carry. But when you want to talk about the running game, you have to talk about Paul DeWitt. 928 yards rushing with 13 touchdowns this year. He's had 5 games of over 100 yards rushing. The keys to win for the veteran Will Hostrasser and the Lancers.
The keys to win tonight for the Lancers, they need to win the field position battle. We saw last week how important it is to have good field position. They need to finish drives. They need to make sure they get in that red zone and they get points on the board. And third down success, they need to make sure that they convert those third downs into first downs.
The calendar has turned to October and autumn has come to Michiana. 47 degrees. It's a little more than a gentle zephyr out of the northwest at 12 miles an hour. And there is a 33% chance of rain. That would be lake effect. We've had a little bit of it here off and on tonight. Might get a little bit more as the game goes on. The series history, LaVille leads at all time 8-6. They first met back in 1972. Last year, North Judson won a thriller in overtime, a foreign exchange kicker's extra point, the difference, as they took it by a count of 10-9. There you see Cheyenne Allen ready to kick off.
Now here's a check on the uniforms for this game, brought to you by St. Andrew Products. The home team, the LaVille Lancers, wearing the black jerseys, black pants with the blue numbers and white helmets. The visiting team, the North Judson Blue Jays, wearing the white uniforms, gold pants, gold numbers, and gold helmets.
Owen Smith and Paul DeWitt are the deep men for LaVille. Allen just waiting for one of the officials to say he can go ahead and kick it. And when toe meets leather, we're underway at Lancer Field. A squib kick taken by one of the up men at the 19. And the return smothered at the 25-yard line as Noah Richhart tried to return the kick, but he was met by good coverage by the North Judson special teams. So Lucas Plummer comes out at quarterback, 6'2", 180 pounds and a junior, his third year as the starter. A 3-sport athlete, he had 4 touchdown passes this year against Bremen. And Bo, what do you hear about Plummer?
I hear nothing but good things, and I've been told for the last 3 weeks when we put this on the schedule that this is the kid we need to watch out for and watch his arm tonight.
He'll have the wind at his back here in the first quarter. That could be a boost to the passing game as well. Paul DeWitt, the only back in that backfield right now, and they hand it off to DeWitt. He gets some running room off the left side and churns the legs forward for about 4 yards. The starting lineup for LaVille brought to you by the LaVille High School Athletic Department. Richhart, a very capable running back there as well. Owen Smith, the leading receiver on the team with 9 catches. They'll throw to the tight end, Ross Wagner. What a veteran group on the offensive line, led by the 2-time all-conference selections, A.J. Bedock and Garrett Wagner.
One of the interesting things tonight will be see which line actually gets the push, whether it's a defensive or offensive line for both of these teams.
On 2nd and 6, it's the defensive line that gets the job done that time, as coming across for North Judson was C.J. Sanchez, and the 241-pound freshman continues a dynamite freshman year on the defensive line. Quentin Frazier, the leading tackler on the team. That secondary is young with 3 sophomores back there. Gabe Ellis is the senior, but Josiah McDaniel does have 3 interceptions this year. And it'll be 3rd and 6 for LaVille.
LaVille rotating some other guys in. Mr. Neese gets in the game in the backfield as well.
And Plummer will be operating for the shotgun. Well, now they shift people around to try to confuse the North Judson defense. Owen Smith in motion. It's a jet sweep right side. They've got numbers. Smith is the sectional champ in the 100 and 200 meters, and he steps out of bounds. It's a first down sponsored by Tyler's Heating and Cooling, and they'll spot it at the Judson 42. You get another look from the Redlow group, but there is a flag on the play back at the 32. And this one is coming back.
Yeah, it looks like they had a holding call, but I love the formation that they did, and they really shifted in that formation, got an unbalanced look out there on the outside, and really was able to get to the outside and get the corner.
Rick Podell calls holding against LaVille, and that is a very costly penalty for the Lancers.
We'd like to give a big shout out to 1056 Brewing, as they're a proud sponsor of Young Athletics. They have outstanding burgers, pizza, and craft beverages in a great family-friendly environment. 1056 is deeply rooted in the community. Bring the family or team down for a great experience, and a special thank you to Erica for driving the food up to our crew tonight. It was delicious.
It indeed was. So 3rd and 14 now for LaVille, and they'll run a spread here. 5 out, empty backfield. Plummer under pressure, gets away from one man, keeps the eyes up. He's got a man open downfield. Can he get it to him? He'll throw it, and it's out of bounds. He was trying to get it to Colin Zarnecki, but ran out of room on the sidelines. It'll be 4th down in a punting situation for the Lancers, and their punts tonight sponsored by Betcher's U.S. Trucks and Trailer. First quarter tonight brought to you by Church of the Heartland.
Yeah, Plummer was able to get out of the pocket, but by the time the guys got open, it closed back down on him, and he wasn't able to get the ball downfield. Just a good job of scrambling around after he got some pressure, but he wasn't able to get it downfield and ran out of room.
So Michael Good lines up at punter. Lucas Plummer has been the punter for most of the season for LaVille, but it's Good that will do the booting here. High snap, and it's blocked. He took too long to get rid of it, and North Judson has it deep in LaVille territory at the 14. You'll get another look here from the Redlow group, and we'll see who got a chance to get the gloves on it. Good was taking his own sweet time and diving in there and making the stop. It looked like it was Jackson Boyd, number 88.
Just a great job of Judson getting the pressure up there, but again, like you said, just took a little bit too much time. Wasn't quite in a hurry, especially down in your own by your own end zone. You got to get rid of that ball as soon as you can.
That doesn't go down as a turnover, but it sure could play like one as Aldrich Harper leads North Judson up to the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10 from the 14.
Great field position here for North Judson.
And they'll keep it with Harper, and he weaves his way up the field to about the 9-yard line, a pickup of 5 on the play as we meet the North Judson offense. Harper, a very capable signal caller with 13 TD passes. Benson, the leading rusher on the team. Josiah McDaniel, the top receiver. Very solid offensive line led by Jacob Gebka, Tyler Barnhart, and Canyon Minix, the seniors of that group.
The St. Joe County Public Library are proud supporters of LaVille High School. St. Joe County Library would like to wish all the student athletes and coaches the best of luck in tonight's game.
After a pickup of 4, Brock Benson the setback, Cole Nichols in motion. It's Harper keeping it on the option and spinning forward for about 3 to set up a 3rd and 3. Michael Good was there on the tackle as we meet the LaVille defense, brought to us by the LaVille High School Athletic Department. A.J. Bedock, a veteran there on that defensive line. Noah Richard, the leading tackler in the group. Colin Zarnecki leads the crew in interceptions with 4. It'll be 3rd and looks like about 3 here for the Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays can pick up a first down without scoring here.
And again, it's Brock Benson in the backfield. But a man in motion, and on the pitch sweep, they try to get it outside, and they do. And it looks like North Judson is able to get the first down as running the football that time for the Blue Jays.
You can see the Redlow replay. You can see the linebacker come blitzing up, has the contact in the backfield, but just a great stiff arm, get downfield and be able to pick up that first down. Got to give a 1st and goal from the 3 at this point.
It was Quentin Frazier on the carry that time for North Judson. So he picks up the first down. 1st and goal from the 3. Benson again, the fullback in the backfield. Man in motion, the pitch to Cheyenne Allen, and Allen bangs his way to the end zone. Touchdown, North Judson. His 20th touchdown of the season. Cheyenne Allen takes it in from 3 yards out, and the Blue Jays waste little time getting on the board. The touchdown sponsored by Waffle Grain and Herb.
What a great job by Allen, just lowering his shoulder. Got 3 guys coming at him, lowers his shoulder, knocks over his own guy, actually, to get in the end zone.
And it looks as though North Judson may try to go for 2 here, because the Blue Jays have had all kinds of problems in the kicking game this year.
Tyler's Heating and Cooling is proud to support Lancers Athletic. Tyler's Heating and Cooling is veteran-owned and is rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. To schedule an appointment, call today or visit tylersheatingandcooling.com.
Pitch sweep. Cheyenne Allen has the 2-point conversion, and the North Judson Blue Jays flex their muscles on the first possession of the game. It was set up by a block punt, and then Cheyenne Allen gives the Blue Jays a reason to celebrate with his 20th TD of the year. 8-0 NJSP on 46. And this edition of the TV46 High School Football Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Intera Credit Union. Excellence, integrity, and invested. Brett Lambert, the 4th-year head coach of the North Judson Blue Jays, has to be pleased with what he's seen so far. His special teams setting up his offense for an easy score. Lambert hoping to get his 3rd sectional title in his 4 years at North Judson.
North Judson getting ready to line up for their 2nd kick here, sponsored by Bailey's Discount Center.
Cheyenne Allen does the kicking. Paul DeWitt and Owen Smith are the deep men for LaVille. And an onside kick attempt, but somebody was offsides for North Judson, and they blew it dead, which LaVille may regret, because it looked like LaVille was going to pounce on it.
It was pretty close, but I think some of the North Judson guys actually held up because the whistle blew.
Right.
Because it did look like LaVille wasn't quite ready for that at first.
So instead, North Judson will back it up to the 35. And one would doubt that they would try that again right here.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it happen unless you know you're going to actually do it, at the end of the game or something. But on a surprise situation, you usually don't try it back-to-back times. So maybe it would be psychologically a good thing to do.
Allen, who does a little bit of everything for this team, does put a good boot to it. And Owen Smith will take it back at his 18. He's got a head of steam. Cole Nichols holds him up. And then a bunch of other people bring him down at the 37-yard line. So a 19-yard return. Better field position for LaVille, and we'll see if they can do something with it this time.
Yeah, definitely have good field position here. It had a lot of room there on that return where he looked like he kind of slowed up once you got up near the guys, but could have actually got a little bit more on that, I think. The Redlow Group is proud to support Blue Jays Athletics. Redlow is a group of local real estate experts that help you buy and sell your homes in your area. Visit redlowgroup.com.
So from the 37-yard line, LaVille has it 1st and 10. Paul DeWitt, the lone back in the backfield. It's play action. Plummer throws out in the flat, and it's caught out there by Noah Richard. And Richard is run out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And that'll be close to a 1st down.
Yeah, one of the things about this LaVille Lancer teams is they feel that the weakness of this North Judson team is their defensive backs and the ability to stop the passing game. And we might see a little bit more passing out of Plummer and the Lancers tonight.
Well, Richard, they're used to throwing to him out of the backfield. That's his 9th catch of the season. And they're going to call that a 1st down up at the 47. Man in motion, they give it to Rich Hart, the fullback, who takes the quick hitter up the middle and kept those legs churning for 6 yards.
What a great job of really driving those legs. And you saw he got wrapped up, but he's still able to pick up 3 extra yards by driving those legs and spinning out of that last tackle.
Rich Hart was an IFCA Junior All-State player last year as a linebacker. Just a very strong young man. He squats 475 pounds, and you could see those big, strong legs churning that time.
I'm surprised that's all he can squat, the way he drove those legs tonight.
It is 2nd and 4. Justin Magonia, the former John Glenn coach, the OC here at LaVille, and he's throwing a lot of formations at Brett Lambert's defense tonight. Owen Smith in motion, but they're going to go up the middle with DeWitt, and DeWitt, another strong guy, works in the construction field, and he picks up about 3 right there.
Looks like he got right up to the first down marker, but they're going to call it 3rd down at about a half yard, it looks like. Lane Leeper and Associates congratulates the Lancers on a great season so far. Keep up the great work. If you want financial security for yourself or business, learn more at Lane Leeper and Associates on Facebook.
I know Lane was very excited about us doing this game tonight, as a lot of people in North Judson and Lakeville are. 3rd and 1. Plummer on the quarterback sneak has the first down up to the 40-yard line. Make it the 41, but still good enough to move the chains. You see Will Hostrasser there on the LaVille sideline, 77-31 in his 10th season, 9 straight winning seasons, which I think people forget. Before Will Hostrasser came here, LaVille football with nothing to write home with.
No, and that goes way back, even in the 90s and 80s, late 80s as well. I mean, there was nothing to write home about, that's for sure.
1st and 10 from the 41, midway through the first. North Judson up 8-zip. Smith in motion again. But it's DeWitt on crossbuck action. No, Plummer kept it himself. What a sleight of hand. And he'll go forward for 14.
I thought DeWitt had the ball as well.
And another LaVille first down. You'll get another look from the Redlow group. Terrific fake by Lucas Plummer. And they got all the eyes going the other way that time.
Yeah, that was a great misdirection play, and him kept the ball. He held it in DeWitt's stomach for so long that it looked like he actually just let it go. But it was a good job of on the fake and keeping it, picking up the big first down.
Well, the Notre Dame fans who go to Vegas won't see that much sleight of hand when they go to one of the lounge acts tonight. 1st and 10. Again, Smith in motion. This time it is DeWitt carrying the football, and he's met by a cadre of white jerseys that time. They'll stop him at about the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of about 2 on the play.
The North Judson San Pierre Veterinary Clinic salutes the Blue Jays on a great season so far. Keep up the great work. For all your animals, big and small, the North Judson San Pierre Veterinary Clinic is here to help.
Trey McGowan in on the stop that time for North Judson. 3-sport athlete for the Blue Jays. 2nd and 8. This drive starting back on the LaVille 37-yard line. Plummer under center this time. It's DeWitt in motion, play action. Plummer looking for the end zone. He's got a man. Owen Smith, touchdown LaVille. For Owen Smith, his 7th touchdown catch of the year on only 10 receptions. What a beautiful thrown ball by Plummer.
Just a great job on the Redlow replay. You can see good fake, play action. Smith able to get behind the secondary, and nice throw by Plummer, getting it in over the head of that defensive back. And I think, again, that's what we talked about, where LaVille wants to hit this Blue Jay team is on those corners and on those DBs.
Now, it's interesting here. Will Hostrasser not interested in trading twos with Brett Lambert after the touchdown by AM Home Services. So Plummer will come on to try the extra point. With the sun setting off in the west, Plummer puts it up and good. 4:39 to go here in the first quarter after the extra point sponsored by Betcher's U.S. Truck and Trailer. But take another look. Plummer has really developed some confidence between his sophomore and junior year, and this is a flat-out dime.
Yeah, and he had pressure on him, too, on both the outside coming in on him. He had to get rid of that ball quick. It was a great release. Got it just over the head of the defender. Great job of laying it in there. Wapple Grain and Herbs supports the Blue Jays all the way. The Wapple girls would like to give a special shout out to their two favorite players, number 89 Logan Ratke and number 5 Josiah McDaniel.
Now, to a certain extent, this holds to the character of these two teams because, well, we find them offensive. North Judson and LaVille are the two top offenses in our area in terms of scoring, both averaging over 44 points a game. But on the other hand, it kind of works against what we expect from these two teams because North Judson and LaVille have two of the best 3 defenses in the area. They both average only giving up 7 points a game, and we've already seen that surpassed by one team here in the first quarter.
Well, when you look at that and you have usually two teams that are very comparable like that, you usually just say, oh, they're going to end up somewhere in the middle. So we're looking at a 24-22 game tonight, somewhere around there. Very exciting game. It's going to be back and forth. A lot of hard hits, a lot of physical battles out there between these two.
Brandon Nettrower's kickoff, sponsored by Betcher's U.S. Truck and Trailer. And it is being run around in circles right now, and that's not going to get you anywhere on this field tonight. Thrown down at the 25 by the LaVille special teams, and that's where North Judson will have it, as Gabe Ellis was the return man that time.
Goodwill Industries of Michiana would like to send a shout out to the Goodwill Military Stand Down, and it's coming to the Plymouth area. Veterans join Goodwill October 14th at the Plymouth Columbus Club from 3 to 6 p.m. Register today, 574-977-8050.
So 1st and 10 for Aldrich Harper and the Blue Jays, who scored on their first possession after being set up at the 14-yard line. Low snap, the handoff comes to the fullback, Brock Benson, and he is just running over people. Benson is a flat-out load. 6 feet, 221 pounds, and a sophomore. Agile, mobile, hostile, and he ran for 12 that time.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things with Judson is they're able to have multiple guys get there in the backfield with size, with stamina, guys that can be big loads over and over again and not be tired because of the rotation that they have with some of these guys.
He is the younger and actually little brother of Brennan Benson, who played for North Judson last year. And you say, how can somebody 221 be the little brother? Because Brennan tiptoes on the Toledo's over 300. Here's a running play now, and LaVille saw this one coming. Terrific pursuit by that Lancer defense. Noah Richart leading the charge that time for a loss of 4. And you get another look from the Redlow group.
Swihart Motors in La Paz salutes the Lancers on a great year so far. Keep up the hard work. Swihart Motors has carried clean, dependable vehicles since 1998. See their inventory at swihartmotorslapaz.com.
So loss of 3 that time for Benson. And it's 2nd and 13. Harper can sling it a little bit if he has to, but he's going to keep it on the ground here with the pitch sweep. And Cheyenne Allen is bottled up at the 38-yard line. Again, LaVille pursuing to the football well as Xavier Lefebvre came in and made the stop from his safety spot.
There.
So 3rd and 9 here for North Judson. And we'll see what they can do here. 3:11 to go, first quarter. Long count by Harper. He'll hand it off, and LaVille is right there. Boy, the Lancers are all over the field here in the first quarter. Jonathan Neese with the stop that time for a loss of 3.
AM Home Services salutes the Lancers on a great start to the season. Good luck tonight and remainder of the year. AM Home Services is your local roofing, gutters, siding, windows, doors, and waterproofing specialist. Visit callamnow.com.
Quentin Frazier on to do the punting for North Judson. He averages 32 yards a kick. Here's Owen Smith is the deep man. Frazier just did get it out of there. It hangs high, and LaVille going to let it roll. Did it hit a LaVille player? North Judson trying to convince the officials it did, but it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lancers at the 36-yard line. So about a 28-yard kick with no return.
And that kick sponsored by Bailey's Discount Center.
Betcher's U.S. Truck and Trailer are proud to support the LaVille football players and coaching staff. Bring your truck or trailer by Betcher's for top-notch maintenance and repair. And if you need a towed or roadside service, give Betcher's a call.
1st and 10 from its own 36 for the Lancers, who trail 8-7. They've been sending Smith in motion a lot tonight. Paul DeWitt crashes up the middle. DeWitt bounces off tacklers and goes to the 44 for a pickup of 8. DeWitt came into the game needing just 77 yards to get to the 1,000-yard mark for the season, actually 72, and he has 17 of them already.
Yeah, just a great job of really getting upfield, not really trying to make any moves, jukes, or anything like that, and really getting up north-south and picking up the big yards on first down.
On 2nd and 2, Plummer on the quarterback sneak has the first down up to the 48. So the 4th first down of the night. It's sponsored by Tyler's Heating and Cooling. And the Lancers move the chains again.
LaVille High School Athletic Department is proud to support the LaVille football players and coaching staff and want to wish the team the best of luck tonight as they continue on throughout the season. Go Lancers!
Well, I'll tell you, the quarterback sneak, I think sometimes an extremely undervalued play.
Very We used to run it, actually. We had a hot route, whereas if they never put anybody on the center, we would just run it right up the center. And we'd pick up 8-9 yards every single time on it.
1st and 10 from the 47. Plummer keeps it himself. He's got a burst of speed. He's got a first down sponsored by Tyler's Heating and Cooling all the way up to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 17 for the junior Lucas Plummer, who's showing some of his mobility here tonight.
Yeah, Plummer doing a great job on the ground as well. Just a great cut on the dime right there to get up the field. Not only does he have an arm, but he's got the legs to pick up the yardage on the ground as well.
Boy, it didn't look like the seam that he had was that wide, but he went right through it.
Well, that was, as soon as he cut, he hit that seam and he went north-south in that seam, and that's exactly what you got to do in that situation.
1st and 10 from the 36. Plummer looking to throw under pressure. Eludes tacklers and gets rid of it, and it's almost intercepted. Quentin Frazier had his hands on it.
Here to protect and serve our community, St. Joe County Police Department is hiring immediately. Employment opportunities for high school graduates are available, and they offer a host of benefits and a true family environment on their team. Learn more at sjcindiana.com/employment.
And correction, that was Sam Hollum who had his hands on the pass, not Frazier. 32, not 33. Plummer over the sideline getting the play call from his offensive coordinator, Justin Begonia.
Justin, a longtime coach in the area.
Had some very successful years at John Glenn.
Played football player and played at Evansville as well in college.
Plummer going for it all. Hands it out there deep and too far, out of bounds. He was looking for Owen Smith again, but good coverage by Cole Wilcox that time, the sophomore cornerback. Wilcox, an interesting story. He is a power lifter. I sidled up to him at practice this week, and I said, I heard you're pretty good on the bench press. He goes, Mr. Freebie, I bench 385. And I said, I don't always hear that well at my age. Did you say that had a 3 in front of it?
385 is quite a bit for a kid that weighs just under 180 pounds.
Yeah. 3rd and 10 here for the Lancers. Plummer going to try to throw again. It's a screen pass, and he threw it too hard for Paul DeWitt.
Wow, I pointed that out. As soon as I saw it, I saw the guys coming across. I was pointing. I know you guys can't see me, but I was like, there it is, there it is. Setting that screen up. He had it set up, just a little back throw on the back shoulder there instead of setting them up on the front shoulder, but definitely had it set up. Looks like they're in kind of no man's land right here where they're probably going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
You could try to kick it and pin it deep, but given what happened on the first punt of the night for LaVille, they probably think they're better off just taking their chances here with Plummer putting the ball in the air. So far tonight, 2 out of 6, but for 35 yards and a touchdown. Long snap count. Oh, Plummer with a little quick kick. Now let's see if he can kill it inside the 20. He cannot. So North Judson will take over 1st and 10 at its own 20 with 11 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
This health tip is brought to you by HealthLink. Healthy kids are better students and better athletes. Schedule your child's annual checkup at HealthLink today. HealthLink offers medical, dental, vision, and more, regardless of your ability to play.
So North Judson will run one more play into the wind here. Interesting that going into the wind, Judson has not thrown the ball at all. LaVille has been willing to air it out a little bit. We'll see if that changes when the quarter does.
Yeah, we'll definitely see if that, and I know that's one of the things they talked about when they decided who.
Oh, bad pitch by Harper, and LaVille looks like they have the football. The Blue Jays had problems with that at practice this week, and it hurts them right here. A turnover on North Judson. You get another look from the Redlow group. The pitch was well over the head of Cheyenne Allen, and then diving on it was a LaVille Lancer.
When you look at that replay and you look at the quarterback, the way he pitched that, you're going to say it was the quarterback's fault. But when you look at that, actually the running back has to get deeper and has to get out wider and can't come up to the line on that pitch, because that's one of the things that happens is when the quarterback goes to pitch it, he's going to pitch it a little bit harder because of the way you are coming towards that line.
The sophomore Cody Allen with the recovery that time. 1st and 10 from the 14. Paul DeWitt carries off the right side. DeWitt still on his feet to the end zone. Touchdown, LaVille. It's sponsored by AM Home Services, and Paul DeWitt would not be denied. He even ran into his own man, and then Gabe Ellis could not bring him down.
What a great job of really just driving those legs and having the momentum and knowing that you got your opponents up against the wall at that point and just going right at them.
Lucas Plummer on to try the extra point. Out of the hold of Owen Smith. The snap, set down, and kick are all good. And the first quarter is in the books at Lancer Field in Lakeville. These two teams came out fired up. North Judson brought the trophy with a power move. Cheyenne Allen took it in with power. But then Lucas Plummer up top to Owen Smith. And LaVille leads it 14-8, headed to the second on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you by Bill's Heating, keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. Time for our first Bill's Heating sideline report of the night. Charlie Adams, what do you have?
I have the long time, going into his 15th year, head coach of LaVille boys basketball, Michael Edison. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Charlie. It's a cool night tonight.
It sure is. A big shift in the weather. Your observations as a coach of this first quarter?
Well, the turnover was big. There's just a fumble by, we picked, then there was that block punt earlier that North Judson got, and they scored on it, so turnovers are big.
A championship game, and you've been in many, what is usually the difference in a game like this that could determine the conference?
Well, for defense, I think a lot of it's going to be won or lost at that line. Just that both groups have physical line and how they do. But then those turnovers, you know, the more turnovers the team has, it's just going to be tougher for them to win. Also, giving up those big plays.
Yeah. Michael, former Plymouth standout, played at Bethel, going into your 15th year. What can you tell us about the LaVille Lancers boys?
We're right out here. So great group of guys. They're just fun to work with, and I'm hoping they do well out here the rest of the season and finish up strong and say help.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Back to you all in the booth.
Thanks, Charlie. The kickoff was sponsored by Betcher's U.S. Truck and Trailer. It was returned by Brock Benson to the 43-yard line, and we'll start our second quarter, which is sponsored by St. Peter and Lutheran Church and School.
Good field position for North Judson here, but momentum definitely on LaVille Lancer's side at this point.
1st and 10. We'll see if the Blue Jays can redeem themselves here. The ball was dropped on the snap and picked up by North Judson, but LaVille's defense is just smothering people right now. Mason Snap, the nose tackle, comes in and just smashes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage.
Be interesting to see if North Judson actually goes to the air now that they have the wind at their back, and see if they can push that ball down the field a little bit more and pick up some big yards.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Brock Benson, the fullback. And they'll pitch it to Benson here on the little left-hand sweep, and Benson takes a couple of tacklers with him for about a 5-yard gain that time. Jonathan Neese, a sophomore, came up and made the stop.
Wouldn't it be great to work for a company where their employees are the most valuable asset? Well, now's your chance, because Rushcore is hiring. They have production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. To learn more about joining the Rushcore family and a $1,000 sign-on bonus, visit rushcore.com. That's RESCHCOR.com.
3rd and 5 for North Judson. Harper throws, has his man. And Gabe Ellis takes it all the way down to the 16-yard line. Beautifully designed play that time. A quick hitter to Ellis, and it'll go for 36 and a 1st down, which is sponsored by the Redlow Group.
We used to call that the veer pass, where you fake the veer, the dive up the middle, and hit your tight end on just a quick hitter and try to just get it over the top of the linebackers. Just a great job. It's all about the touch on that pass and just getting it out there and hit him in stride.
That's very much right out of the Lou Holtz playbook.
Great play. If you run it properly, you can get big yards pick up. Marion used to run that back in the day as well, not too long ago.
So 1st and 10 from the LaVille 17. Harper at quarterback. He's going to roll out, keep it himself, and Harper cut it up the field for 7 yards. Aldrich Harper on the year, 41 carries, 407 yards. So averaging about 10 yards a carry. This is a talented athlete. 3 sports, hoops and baseball, where he's all conference.
Yeah, you see the versatility of him out there on the field as well, the ability to change directions, and a great job there on setting it up on the option play and making a good read as well.
That sets up North Judson 2nd and 3, and this is the territory where their triple option offense can really be dangerous. They'll just do a little pitch sweep here, and close to the 1st down marker. It's going to be Brock Benson on the carry that time. And it looks like he's just short of the chains. So it'll be 3rd and 1.
St. Andrew's Products supplies our crew with the finest in monogram apparel, and they can help your team look great as well. Promotional products, advertising specialties, business gifts, and much more. Reach us at sales@standrewscorp.com. The answer to your question is always yes.
Brock Benson and Connor Benson in the backfield. That's Connor in motion. Connor takes the handoff, and I don't know what we got there. It looks like he's short of the 1st down. He got submarined that time. As LaVille's Ross Wagner came in and made the stop, it'll be 4th and 1.
Here you can see a Redlow instant replay. It actually moved the chains back just about a half a yard, so he actually lost a little bit of yardage on that play. But you know North Judson's going to go for this deep in the territory at this point in the game.
Well, they have no comfort in the kicking game either. They showed that early on when they went for 2.
I think, they're going to good play for them where they picked up a lot of yards, running that option play. They're lining up high in the backfield, though.
Power eye here. And they'll pitch it to their money man, Cheyenne Allen. And he's got the 1st down up to the 5-yard line. That 1st down sponsored by the Redlow Group. And Cheyenne Allen has been the man for this team for the last 3 years. And he shows why there with a solid effort.
LaVille was able to get penetration in the backfield, but the guy that got the penetration that came up couldn't quite see who it was, got just a little too deep on the play rather than coming straight at the running back.
1st and goal from the 5. Harper puts a man in motion, gives it to him, and slamming his way forward into the end zone, Cheyenne Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the night. You get another look from the Redlow group. Nicely designed play. Brock Benson with a great block from the fullback position.
Yeah, he came in, made a good block, and Allen just finished the rest, able to go through 2 LaVille defenders at that point and just run through them because they tried to tackle high. They didn't go for his legs at that point.
The touchdown sponsored by Wapple, Grain, and Herb. The extra point by Bailey's Discount Center. Quentin Frazier's kick is up, and it is good. And North Judson takes a 1-point lead back. Cheyenne Allen finds Hallelujah Land for the 21st time this year, and the Blue Jays lead at 15-14 on 46. And this edition of the TV46 High School Football Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the St. Joe County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. Brett Lambert has a young man. His name is Cheyenne Allen, but I suppose you could call him Mr. Touchdown because he ranks 5th in the state in touchdowns. He had 19 going in, and he's added 2 to that total tonight.
21's not a bad number to have at this point in the year, that's for sure.
21, one of your favorite numbers, isn't it?
It happens to be my number. Yes, it is.
I thought about you this week in watching practice as you see Cheyenne Allen put it on the tee. Because as I recall, you handled kickoffs for Bremen too, didn't you?
That was the only thing I did not. I did the extra points and the field goals, but that was my time to rest because I never came off the field. But I was the safety man. I was the guy that held the hands up and said go because I was just stayed back for safety, and that was the time for me to get a little rest.
Well, Allen not getting any rest. He puts this one all the way down to the 4-yard line. Paul DeWitt on the return looks for a seam, and he gets knocked asunder at the 27-yard line. I'll tell you what, you're playing on this field tonight, you're getting a free tattoo whether you want one or not.
Yeah, we talked to a bunch of the coaches and a bunch of the bystanders and fans and everything, and they said the one thing about this game, it is going to be one physical game on both sides of the ball. When you get in the locker room after the game and you're getting ready to take your cleats off, when you're done with this, you're going to be sore.
We welcome all of those watching the live stream tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and the Champions Network. Pretty good audience tuning in from what Dean Korsmo tells me. And we're happy to have you with us. Blue Jays by 1 early in the second. Plummer hands it off, and that's Paul DeWitt. Oh, what a hit he took. Oh, my. We talked about the collisions going on. And Josiah McDaniel comes up and lays the lumber to DeWitt that time after a pickup of about 4. Watch this wallop. So Paul DeWitt with a pickup of 5. He has 7 carries, 36 yards. McDaniel, one of those talented sophomores we talked about.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores in this group that are very talented and play on the defensive side of the ball for this Judson team.
Now it's Noah Richard taking the handoff, securing the football, and had it taken away. McDaniel has it, and he's got it up to the 31. Josiah McDaniel just rips it right out of the hands of Noah Richard.
Okay, we're hopefully to see a actual takeaway here on the Redlow replay.
So Richard went to secure it, and then McDaniel came.
It just popped out right into his hands. As soon as he hit him, it popped out and came over to his arm, and he was like, oh, I got the ball, and then just started running with like he was the running back.
1 turnover apiece for these two teams. And McDaniel, the top receiver on this team, so let's see if Aldrich Harper might try to go to the hot hand here with the wind at his back. It's Gabe Ellis in motion, halfback pass. McDaniel is wide open out there. He dropped it.
Oh, wow.
My goodness. And he gets a helmet full of sod for his troubles. That was going to work absolutely to perfection. Except McDaniel couldn't hang on to the hot potato.
You can watch that. Just took his eyes off it just at the last second, knowing that he had a touchdown and 6 points in his hands.
And he is still upset as he comes back to the huddle, and Cheyenne Allen trying to do some grooming.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies is the industry knowledge source for metal finishing solutions. We specialize in process components for major industries like the aerospace, medical, and military and defense. IFT is excited about the over 60-year history and looking forward to the challenges ahead. Quality is a way of life.
So now Harper will try to keep it himself, going around the corner, and Lucas Plummer, his counterpart. Quarterback on quarterback violence there as Plummer brings down Harper after a pickup of 4. You will have that at the small school level because frequently your quarterback, if not your best athlete, is certainly one of them. And so they play both sides.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's the one position they try not to have play both ways, but a lot of times he is athletic and they have to do that. A lot of times it's usually your specialty players, your wide receivers, but almost definitely it's your offense and defensive linemen that are playing both ways.
So it is 3rd and 6 from the 27. Man in motion, but Harper wants to throw. Stop and go route. Harper thrown into double coverage, and it's almost intercepted by Plummer.
Plummer had his eyes on that the whole way. You can see a great replay here, but he was staring down his receiver the whole time, and Plummer was right there over the top the whole way through it. He was just baiting him to throw that ball. Just overthrew him just a little bit. Plummer wasn't able to come up with it.
They were looking for Josiah McDaniel once again. And so now Jeff Kaiser, the defensive coordinator for LaVille, tries to dial up the defense one more time here on 4th and 6 from the 27. Suffice to say, North Judson has not had to go for it a lot on 4th down this season. Crowd making noise. Pitch to Cheyenne Allen. He tries to cut back, working his way up the field, but short of the first down. Allen picked up 4, needed 6. LaVille will take over on downs after the fumble.
The Lancer defense really stepped up that series after the turnover. You can see the pitch out here. They got great pursuit on the backside. People just pursuing to the ball, wrapping up and gang tackling. Bailey's Discount Center is proud to support the Blue Jays. From general merchandise to furniture and flooring, Bailey's Discount Center is America's bargain capital with over 5 acres of amazing bargains under one roof. Visit Bailey'sDiscountCenter.com.
6:16 to go first half. LaVille down by 1. Lucas Plummer hands it off, and they will go to Paul DeWitt. And DeWitt dives forward up to about the 27-yard line, pickup of about 3 on the play.
The Point in North Judson supports the Blue Jays. Have the best rated burgers in Stark County or any other great sandwiches, sides, and drinks. Don't forget their ice cream, soft serve, hand dip, milkshakes, malts, and much more, only at the Point Drive-In.
Let me tell you, I had the maple shake at the Point when I went down to North Judson practice. That is a little slice of heaven, folks. Here's the handoff, and running forward for about 3 yards that time is DeWitt again, so get the feeling he's going to be a little bit of a workhorse here tonight.
Yeah, definitely the ground game for both these teams is going to be something that's going to be leaned on heavily throughout this game.
But you'll notice here in the second quarter, going into the wind, LaVille has not tried a pass yet. Now, that doesn't mean it won't happen here on 3rd and 6. But Plummer's going to line up under center, and now LaVille wants to take a timeout. The timeout's sponsored by Goodwell's XL Center. 5:07 to go first half. North Judson leads LaVille 15-14. Glad you're with us on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV46 for over 30 years. And the 50th IHSA tournament draw will be held on Sunday on IHSAA TV. That's on the internet, not on TV46. It gets underway with Paul Condry and Bob Lovell at 5 p.m. and it goes till 7, so you get to see where your favorite team is headed in the tournament which begins 2 Fridays from tonight.
Yeah, that's a very exciting day and a lot of what people look forward to when that tournament draw comes out. Whether you're a fan or not, or a parent or alum, you're always looking at that draw and seeing what the matchups are going to be.
And if you're from LaVille, you're looking for a first team that starts with A-N-D-R-E-A-N, I believe.
Yeah.
3rd and 6. Fake on the jet sweep. Plummer flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't keep his feet, and down he goes. It was Logan Radke. Radke, the homecoming king, the Mint Festival king, and he is the king of the sack right here as he takes down Lucas Plummer back at the 19.
Looked like they were going to try to set up another screen, maybe a little quick pass out to the right there. He looked over, but just didn't have the time because the pressure got to him too quick in the backfield.
Now Plummer will do the punting. Remember, it was Michael Good who had the punt blocked early in the game. Plummer able to get this one out of there, and he kicks it away from the return man. It takes a North Judson hop, didn't get into Blue Jay territory. So North Judson will take it over at the LaVille 43 after only a 25-yard punt. Well, next week we're up in the state of Michigan, have another top 10 showdown up there. Chelsea is the defending state champ in the state of Michigan. They're ranked number 5 this year, and they'll take on number 8 Edwardsburg at Leo Hoffman Field. We'll have it for you Friday night, 11, Saturday morning at 9 on your home for high school sports on both sides of the border, TV46.
Eddie's always going up there. Edwardsburg, just a great place. Great hospitality up there. Treat us well. Great football team over the past 8 to 10 years as well.
On 1st and 10, Aldrich Harper hands it off to his fullback, and Brock Benson carries it forward for 3 yards. Cheyenne Allen, deservedly so, gets a lot of publicity. He is North Judson's all-time leading rusher. But this sophomore Benson actually leads North Judson in rushing coming into the game tonight with 742 yards.
Yeah, he does a great job of really picking up some big, hard yards as well and giving Allen just a little bit of break and give him a little bit of a breather here and there.
2nd and 7. North Judson protecting a 1-point lead. They have won by 2-1 the last 2 years in this series. Allen hands it off, and again it's Benson. And Benson carries it forward for about 4 yards to set up 3rd and 3.
Church of the Heartland of Stark County is cheering for the Blue Jays tonight and all season. Join Church of the Heartland at 11 a.m. on Sundays. You'll find a relaxed atmosphere, relevant teaching, and a powerful student ministry. Located on State Road 10, just 1 mile west of Highway 35.
Benson is a member of FFA. I think it's because his running resembles a tractor. Harper gonna go shotgun here, or at least pistol. Put Ellis in motion, and they give it to Benson, and he is met. Noah Richhart read that faster than Evelyn Woods. Take another look on the Redlow replay.
Just a great penetration up the middle. Good job of reading that play. Going right for the running back. Knowing your read and going for it.
Now, interesting here, 4th and 5 for North Judson. You might think it's a punting situation where they would pin LaVille deep, but Brett Lambert's going to take his time here. I think he's going to bleed the play clock down to 1, and then take a timeout and make his decision.
Kirstein's Cycle Center features Harley-Davidson motorcycles, apparel, and accessories, Yamaha dirt bikes and UTVs, and America's landmark UTVs. Kirstein's is a little shop in the middle of nowhere where wonderful folks come from everywhere. Visit KirsteinCycle.com.
Well, the timeout sponsored by Goodwill's XL Center. And it gives us a chance to ask our TCU trivia question. All of our factoids tonight sponsored by Goodwill's XL Center. And we want to know the last time LaVille won a conference title in football. Not just a Hoosier North conference, but the last time they won a flat-out conference title in football.
I know it's been quite a while, and I know it was not in the 90s, that's for sure.
Okay.
Because that would have been with Bremen and Jimtown and those eras. It had to have been before that for sure. And,
okay.
Yep.
So you're being benevolent. You're giving the kids at home a clue.
I got to give them a little bit of a clue.
Okay.
You know?
I wonder if people like David Haw, who's watching tonight in Chicago, Mike Lightfoot, the former Bethel coach, he's a He's a LaVille alum, although the school sometimes regrets that. Maybe they can come up with the answers.
They might be able to. I'm sure they can.
Meanwhile, Brett Lambert is staring at a 4th and 6 right here. And we'll see if he puts his punt unit out there. Quentin Frazier is the punter. Now, he often lines up in the backfield as well as a running back. So there's a lot of different things Lambert could do here. Or he could go ahead and try to go for it and have faith in his defense with 2:12 left in the first half. Harper is out there to take the snap. And Harper's going to throw, and they hit that quick hitter again over the middle. And all the way down to the 13, it's Gabe Ellis again.
What a great play call going up the middle again on that. You can see the linebackers all biting up on the fake. Just a great job of getting to the middle of the field and throwing that ball just over the top of the linebacker's head.
2 catches for 60 yards tonight for Ellis. He has been the passing game. And now North Judson with 2 timeouts remaining. And Brett Lambert's going to play a little bit of clock management here and try to punch it into the end zone right before halftime because he gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that would be great for North Judson if they are able to punch this in with no time left on the clock.
Harper hands it off. It's a counter play. And nothing doing that time as LaVille pursues it well. Looks like it was Cheyenne Allen on the carry. And coming over to make the stop was Garrett Wagner, who had 12 tackles last week against John Glenn.
St. Peter Lutheran Church and School are proud supporters of North Judson Athletics. Go Blue Jays. Join us for worship on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. and on Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. That's St. Peter Lutheran Church and School.
LaVille has kept Allen bottled up pretty well tonight. 7 carries, 16 yards. But he is tough around the goal line, and he does have those 2 touchdowns this evening. I formation. And it's another counter play, and this time a big gap to run through. And all the way down to the 3-yard line. And it is, that's not Cheyenne Allen, that's Quentin Frazier that time for a pickup of 10.
Looks like they're going to put him down just short of the first down. It looks like it's going to be 3rd down and about a half a yard.
Which works to North Judson's favor.
They actually stopped the clock to look at the spot, actually giving him the first down. The Redlow Group is proud to support Blue Jays Athletics. Redlow is a group of local real estate experts that can help you buy and sell your homes in your area. Visit redlowgroup.com.
1st and goal from the 3. Frazier takes the handoff. Nope, that's Cheyenne Allen to the end zone. Touchdown. Allen with his 3rd touchdown of the night. This one from 3 yards out. It is sponsored by Wapo Grain and Herb. And Harper nearly fell down giving him the handoff, but it didn't bother Allen one iota. Now a very important extra point off the foot of Quentin Frazier. Difference between a 7 and an 8-point game right here. Snap, set down, and this one's blocked, but it looks like LaVille may have been offside. They were.
Be interesting. They move the ball up half the distance to the goal. If they go for 2, it looks like they are bringing their offense out on the field.
Well, this would make it a 2-possession game if they can punch it in from here. So it's only going down in the book as a 1-yard penalty. That's a really big 1-yard penalty.
Yeah. A lot of the times in this situation, Judson likes to go to that quick pitch sweep on these plays. See if they go back to that.
They have Allen lined up next to Harper. It's Allen on the pitch sweep, and LaVille saw it coming just as you did. Good call, Bo Hunt. The extra point is stopped, and it remains a 7-point North Judson lead.
Reminder, 1056 Brewing is a proud sponsor of Young Athletics. They have an outstanding burgers, pizza, craft beverages, and a great family-friendly environment. 1056 is deeply rooted in the community. Bring the family or team down for a great experience at the 1056 Brewing. And a special thank you out to Erica for driving the food up to our crew tonight. It was delicious, and I really enjoyed my cheese sandwich.
The burger was pretty good too, and green olives are always a treat on there. So let's answer that TCU trivia question. When did LaVille last win a conference title in football? You'd have to go back to the old Northern State Conference days, and it was before 1990. It was 1986 in the Northern State Conference. Shortly after that, Jimtown and Bremen established their foothold.
I believe it was 88 is when Jimtown and got the first, because then Bremen joined in 89 was when the first year Bremen actually joined the conference, because Bremen used to be in the NLC at that time.
Hard to believe that Bremen was once in the Northern Lakes and now they're in the NIC.
Yep.
If you guys could just keep a home.
Yeah, you know. Everybody keeps running, you know, I think is what it was.
Bailey's Discount Center sponsors the kickoff. Cheyenne Allen about to put the boot to it.
LaVille could use a big special teams return right here.
And Allen will kick it off the foot of Paul DeWitt, who picks it up. And DeWitt's got a head of steam, but he's corralled down on a nice open field tackle that time by Cheyenne Allen.
Cheyenne having a heck of a night tonight. It'd be interesting to see if LaVille actually takes to the air here. Wind has died down a little bit. You can see the top of the flagpoles are blowing, but the ones just behind the visiting bleachers, I see the American flag is not blowing anymore at this point. It's got some homes back there with some flags.
So it's the 29-yard line. Let's see how daring Will Hostrasser and Justin Begonia will be right here. 1st and 10 from their own 29. Handoff to Owen Smith on a sweep. Smith trying to find a seam, but there's not much there as Sam Hollum and company are able to move him out of bounds after a pickup of 2.
It's like LaVille's on a hustle to the line and get up there. Got the next play called already.
And let's see what this whistle is about.
They move the ball back.
Clock ticking now. LaVille will snap it. Plummer looks, now he wants to take off and run, and he's going to try to head to the sidelines to get one more play. Quentin Frazier wanted to make sure he didn't try anything funny. He made sure he went out of bounds at the 36 with 4 seconds left. And one would think this will be the final play of the first half.
And what a first half it's been. One of the best first halves we've had all year.
An exciting ball game here at Lancer Field tonight, one befitting of these two teams. Both ranked number 3 in their respective classes, both 7-0 on the season, playing for likely the Hoosier North Athletic Conference title, although North Judson does have Pioneer next week. 3 receivers split wide to the left of Plummer, and Brett Lambert's going to take a timeout. It's sponsored by Goodwill's XL Center. He wants to make sure his defense is set up just right.
Yeah, and a few years back we saw the old hook and ladder play out of Mishawaka, and you always got to prepare for something like that. Even though they might pass it short, you got to look for something maybe down the field as well.
Reminder, college football on the radio Saturday at noon on both our Pulse FM frequencies on 92.1 and 96.9. The Purdue Boilermakers head over to College Park to take on Maryland, coming off that exciting win over Minnesota last week. We'll see if Jeff Brohm's team can do it again. And then Indiana has its hands full because here comes Jim Harbaugh and the 4th-ranked Michigan Wolverines in the Memorial Stadium. That one at noon on 103.1 FM.
I always thought of that Minnesota schedule was so easy the rest of the way out, and then they get knocked. As soon as I said it last week to you, they get knocked off, you know?
6-way tie right now for first place in the Big Ten West, which means that it's there's one team 0-2, and they basically fired their coach. That's Wisconsin.
They're like, yeah, you're done. A good coach at that, too. Guy that's had success.
That was surprising to me that they made that move. So here it's 3rd and 3 for the LaVille Lancers from their own 36-yard line, trailing by 7. Likely the last play of the first half. As you see the clock in the right-hand corner of the Intera Credit Union scoreboard. Lucas Plummer at quarterback. Just 2 out of 6 throwing the football tonight. But he will look to throw this one. And there is the hook and ladder play. Zarnecki made the catch. Owen Smith brought down the 48. First down sponsored by Tyler's Heating and Cooling. But that'll do it for the first half of play. As we go down to the sidelines, Charlie Adams with a Bills Heating sideline report, and he's got LaVille head coach Will Hostrasser.
All right, here is Coach Will Hostrasser. You fell behind, took the lead, now you're behind again. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, we can't turn the ball over. You know, I mean, we made some big plays and then made some big mistakes, and they took advantage. Good team's going to take advantage of that, and we got to clean that up for sure second half.
Besides the turnovers, what were other key points of the game?
I think we're missing keys on defense. You know, we left a wing wide open twice right after we talked to the young man about that's who you have, and we can't make those mistakes and expect to win ball games.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
And we'll hear from Coach Lambert to start the third quarter.
Thank you, Charlie. Cheyenne Allen with 3 touchdowns in the first half. North Judson leads at 21-14. Tony Letcher, Health Market Student Athletes of the Week, are next on 46.
And my dad's one of